Hi guys, I just wanted to make this video today as we've just come back from town and every day there's always something that affects me, but today this one's taken it to another level where I have to talk about it. I feel that I have to air my opinions on it, I have to express my views on it. So, let's take you back to the beginning. So we're in town, we're walking through town and there's a guy in front of us and he's got he's got dungarees on, he's got a onesie underneath and he's got like a big hood at the back and he looks really warm, and I was like, oh wow, how adventurous. I said to Cameron, I said, oh, it's quite nice, I love his boots. So I complimented. So then we carry on walking and then there's this woman and her kid. So they're walking down the street and this woman has literally gone out of her way to turn back and go, and I mean, I get the face of disgust, but this was pure disgust. Like this guy has just spat on her mum's face. The woman was disgusted. And it sort of took me back. She was literally like, the fuck is he wearing? And that's exactly what she said to her kids. She said, what the fuck is he wearing? You're saying that to your kid. So your kid's like probably 3, 4, and you're teaching your kid that it's acceptable to judge people like that. Are you that uncomfortable within yourself that you have to try and make somebody feel so uncomfortable within themselves? Obviously, I was like, oh my God, like it took me back a minute because I thought this woman is not on her own. She's not just passing random judgment. She's with her fucking kid. I thought, what level have you got to in life where you feel that it's acceptable to teach your kid that we call people out for being comfortable, for being themselves? So then, let that slip. I thought, all right, cool. I had a little vent to Cameron, as I always do with most people in everyday life. So we carry on walking, we get to the bus stop, and there's these 2 people at the bus stop that said pretty much the same thing, but they said it loud enough that this guy could hear. So the guys looked back, and it's made me so sad, because the way this guy looked was so... His head was down and he was looking around like that. That made me feel so sad because, you know, I believe we're in life with judgment. If you can be judged, judge. That's absolutely fine. But to call somebody out, this person in question is obviously that comfortable within themselves that when they left their house this morning, they were comfortable. They felt fine. So they've left their house feeling themselves, feeling happy, I hope, within themselves, having confidence to wear whatever the hell they want because you're allowed. For them to overhear somebody call them out because it doesn't fit their norm mould, it's honestly taken me to a level where I'm not just annoyed, like I'm thoroughly annoyed that how can people think like that? Like, I've got no aim for this video. I've got no aim at all. I've got a few things in my head that I do want to do, like a social experiment, to go out there and even if I'm standalone or I've got some people backing me and we wear some outrageous stuff and we cover ourselves in quotes. So people, if they can take a minute to give judgment, they can take a minute to read some of my quotes and realise that, you know, you're making somebody feel uncomfortable. You don't know what that person's going through. If they didn't feel comfortable wearing the clothes that they're wearing, they would not be wearing them. So how have we got to the point where we're literally calling people out? Like, I wouldn't even dream of it. You know, I do judge, we all judge, and I get that, but I can take judgment, so I feel that I've got the right to judge. But I'd never ever call somebody out. To me, that's bullying. And I've been bullied enough at school to know that it's not nice. And even if it's a little name call, you don't know how that affects somebody that you're giving the abuse to. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what their life's about. And you don't understand that they're comfortable within themselves. Are you really that uncomfortable within yourself that you feel necessary to try and make somebody else feel uncomfortable? Yeah. That's all I wanted to say. Like I said, I have no aim for this video. I just wanted to air my opinions on the matter because I just think it's unacceptable. Especially with your child walking beside you. Now, there was a quote that I shared a few weeks ago, and it was of the parent and their kid, and the tongue is coming from the parent going through the child. You are their role model. You are their teacher. If you're going to teach them to be a little shit, then they're going to be a little shit. If you teach them to be open-minded, accepting, and to be themselves, then they will be the nicest people ever. And I can guarantee it's the same principle as a dog. You are their parent, you are their role model, you bring them up, you teach them right from wrong, and your teaching will further progress them. So if you're going to allow yourself to lower yourself to such a low level to teach your kid that you can look down on people. The only time your kid should look down on someone is when they're helping the child in the playground getting up. The only time anyone should look down on somebody is when they're helping them up. That's my mentality, but there's a lot of people's mentality that's not their mentality. So I just wanted to express my feelings on the matter and just go from there, really. I think just be kind, be yourself, be comfortable, and just live your life. Because you're not living this life for anybody else, you're living it for you. Alright, just love yourself, and if there's somebody walking down the street that you feel they look different, that's absolutely fine. Why are you going to go out of your way to call them out, to make them feel so low in themselves? Think about it, guys. Come on, just be nice. If it's not affecting your life, it's not making you lose any sleep at night, it's not affecting your life, your friends' life, your family's lives, let them be. Life's too short.